fixed on there, making sure the title is exactly what it should be and everything.
Yeah, this man's actually my. I don't know if you would. How many of the year-round panels we'd be doing for with and all that. I don't know how many of those you saw, but he's actually. We had recently started streaming him on the YouTube and Twitch fairly recently, and like I'm like the main like stream coordinator, but he's actually my backup. Whenever I'm
cool.
It's
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, because I didn't know how many you would. I didn't know how many you would saw those panels, if any. but
I see them in passing. But normally I'm too busy and I can't really tune in. But yeah, I didn't know that. That's really cool. Is that how you found me on Discord?
Yeah.
Because not you, Josh. But I remember I got your friend request, and I feel bad, but I was like, I'm not sure how this person found me, and I think that would be probably.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back, internet. I mean, hi, internet. I can't talk.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to fix things up. Anyways, so if you guys want to repeat, before you do, repeat your answer on what you were asking there. If you guys do want to check out, join Emmy's server, you guys can check out her Patreon, where you'll be able to gain access to her memberships, including being able to actually join her private Discord server. I will be posting that in the description, so you guys can check it out for yourselves. You want to add anything to that?
Thank you so much. If you also, on my Patreon, I have other things as well. So, like you mentioned, if you do $1, you can be in my Discord server. We do a bunch of really fun, holiday events. Like, we do Secret Santa every year. For Halloween, we usually do, a costume contest. And we do a lot of super fun stuff, all year round. But then if you do $5, you can get early access on my projects. So if you want to see, okay, what kind of cover is she working on? You can see a lot of that stuff before everybody else.
Yep.
So yeah, that's about it.
Like I said, I'll be posting it there in the chat, in the description, so you guys can check that out. Anyways, in case you want to repeat your answer before the stream had crashed about what Josh asked. The question you had.
What was that? What did I ask?
Yeah, I feel bad. A little bit of time went on.
I was saying, did you?
I'm sorry. You cut off. What were you saying?
Repeat the question and the answer that you were giving before the stream had crashed.
Yeah. I think it was related. Oh yeah, it was related to what your username.
Yeah, it did.
I think it cut halfway through it. Did it?
Oh. Yeah. So it's. Short answer. It's short for emulation or emulator. So it's emulator Emmy.
Yeah.
So it's just
I
Emmy.
wondered that when I saw your name.
A lot of people think it's Emu Emmy or Emu Emmy, and
you got that a lot.
Now a lot of my friends now purposely say it wrong. Actually, that's what happened for the Sonic the Hedgehog. What was it called? The Twitter takeover. Literally, the guy who was there, Justin, who's one of my good friends, he knows that it's pronounced M-U-M-E, but he proceeded to not correct them because he thought it would be funny that they read my question wrong as emu. I was like, no!
I'm not gonna lie. I million% thought it was EMU. The first time I think I found you around 2017 or 18. That was basically how I pronounced it. And as soon as I said that, there's a cop car that passed by my apartment. I don't know if that's related, but
every time you pronounce my channel name wrong, the police, it actually signals something on my end,
Yikes.
and I actually am calling the police on you to get you to stop.
I would explain why. I would explain why the RPD outside mud. No, I'm kidding.
It's oh my god.
It's not there. Come on. What the fuck, y'all? Anyway.
Ooh, here's an interesting question from Jamo. They asked, what was it like to be a part of the process that involved redesigning Sonic for the movie when they first revealed the old design? Oh.
Oh my god, yeah, I didn't realize that was information that I've shared before. I must have shared that at one point. It was fun. Yeah, they brought me in. It was just, I want to say it was like a week or two after they released the trailer where everyone was making fun of the design. And yeah, I got contacted and brought in to pretty much be shown what the new design might look like, kind of provide feedback and our own ideas of what we think would work well for the redesign. We gave them our complete, genuine, honest thoughts to let them know what was genuinely wrong with the original design. I remember when it was my turn and they're like, so what are your genuine thoughts? Like, give us one word to describe how you felt about the original design. And I said scary, and everybody laughed because they thought that was really funny. But yeah, it was a very fun process, getting to do that and do other things for the movie on the more of the second movie. So yeah, it was very fun getting to help Paramount.
This is definitely news to me, I know.
Yeah, that's why they sent me like a big old Sonic 2 care package. It was after the second movie had come out. They sent me a bunch of posters, and they sent me like a big box filled with a bunch of Sonic 2 merchandise, which was really cool.
Alright. Ooh. Yeah, Miguel asks, who do you like to voice, I guess, like, huh?
Who do you voice character
Miguel,
as
you
what?
might... Miguel,
I'm not sure what that means.
Rewording that because I'm confused by that. Anyways, while we're waiting on that, Nero asked, what's your favorite place to go to? Or in this case, what was your favorite place to go to during your trip after Robo?
Oh, well, I actually live in Los Angeles, so it wasn't even a trip for me. It was just a drive from my house.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know you live in because I know you live in Burbank.
Nice.
Which...
Yes, I live here in Burbank.
Yeah,
so it was just like I don't know. I mean, we actually got up pretty early too. So we could meet up with Pete and everybody as early as we could, just so we could prep for the table stuff. So we were driving around 6 or 7 in the morning. So it was like a 25-30 minute drive. So yeah, I didn't actually, unless going to Target that day counts, but probably not. I'd imagine going to Target to get some water doesn't count.
Me and Chris were staying at. Yeah, me and Chris were literally at Airbnb, and I was. Yeah, and I think we came in around 7:38, and I remember. I know, and I definitely know if I seemed a little off in the beginning in the morning, it's likely because I was hungover from Chili's the night before.
So, I don't blame you at all. Literally, we're all tired too. It's thinking 7 or 8 in the morning. We all got up super early to get here on time.
Yeah. And I literally had flew. Both me and and I had literally flew in from Louisiana maybe the morning before. I was operating third sleep because I actually helped work with the audio mixing for the PA thing, which for those that were at Revo that were wondering who the hell the Knuckles was over that PA system. You're talking to them right now. Anyway, then just felt like throwing that in there for those that don't know. And also, and why is Chris muted? Anyway, I don't know what's going on there, but I'll go ahead and read the chat while in his place. Hold on. What is going on with my stream thing? Oh, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong video.
Favorite. I'll take one. Favorite Disneyland ride. I got this.
Thank you.
No, you're totally fine. gosh. I have to kind of think about that for a second. Hold on, wait. Jungle Cruise. What am I thinking? Yeah, Jungle Cruise. That's my favorite Disneyland ride.
Nice.
I love all the fun jokes in Jungle Cruise, and it's just so relaxing too.
Nice. Let's see. Oh, Spirit saying in the actually I'll read Tony Spin Dash 57's question first. Emmy, what was your favorite part of Sonic Rev or Sonic Revolution? I'm presuming that's what they made.
Oh man, all of it was so much fun. I could not believe that the line was so big to see all of us. I was kind of shocked that a lot of people were waiting like 90 plus minutes to see us, and it was just really exciting getting to meet fans and just hear about the impact of Sonic and Tails R or my music that it had made on them. So just getting to see everybody. It was also just nice to hang out with my friends again. I love seeing Belena again. Great seeing Mikey again. It was great hanging out, of course, with Pete and Ryan and Jason, of course.
Yeah,
it was a very, very good time. Granted, I see Pete and Belena kind of a lot, but
Honestly, it was fun.
it's still always fun to
see
just hang out,
Mikey and Axel in person,
Yeah,
as well as Steve and as well as yourself. Yeah, even KN and the rest.
yeah, I know. It. It was awesome to see you. I know, also. It was. Seeing Emmy. Not me. I mean, I can't speak. Seeing Pete, Ryan, and Jason the same event. I know it was mind blowing to me as someone that grew up with them, and as someone that grew up with them. Let alone sharing a stage with Ryan and Pete for the panel that we did with them. Was
right.
Talk about a bucket list.
Totally. Yeah, that was so much fun. Oh my god! And at the end of the event, I actually have a staff poster for Sonic and Tails R, where it's my original poster that I have, because before selling posters, I just printed out a few to give them to all the staff members. So mine, it's signed by most people on the staff, but I was missing Jason, so I was like, I'm gonna bring it and see if I can get him to toss his name on there. And so when doing that, though, my partner Cam also had brought my Sonic X DVD, my childhood Sonic X DVD, and I was like, I didn't want to ask for him to sign it, so my partner Cam did on my behalf, and I was very embarrassed, but it was nice.
Yeah, I didn't know you had a staff post for Sonic and Tails R. I would have thrown in a little signature in there.
Yeah,
you mean staff for Sonic? Ignore me. I misheard that.
I'm sorry. I was so confused.
No, you're fine.
What do you mean?
No, you're fine. I've been up since 6 a.m. in the morning, so.
No, it's okay.
No, don't worry. I just be talking too damn much, Mom.
No, you're totally fine. Yeah, I pretty much I want to get it signed by everybody who worked on the show. So I've got Ryan, I've got Mike, I've got Pete, I've got Jason now, I've got myself on there, but I am missing quite a bit of signatures. So I'm trying to collect them all. No, that was really funny. I was like, what?
Yeah. My memory fucked up there.
No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine.
Yeah, before we do move on to one of the questions in the chat, I did have a question about speaking of Mike and Ryan, how much fun did you have getting to work with them on the first season of the show itself?
It was so much fun. It was an absolute blast getting to work with both of them. For me, I personally directed Ryan. Meanwhile, my co-producer Dorian, he directed Mike. But just getting to work with both of them, it was so much fun. For Ryan, we always would kind of mess around and whenever we were reading the scripts, it was just fun to kind of see, because Dorian likes to hide a bunch of little Easter eggs in there. Sometimes I'm like, okay, you can only do so many. We can't have the whole episode be a bunch of references and Easter eggs. So I'm always very like picky about how many I let him put in there. But whenever recording with Ryan, he can usually tell when it is an Easter egg, because he'll be like, I feel like I've read this before. And I'd be like, yep, it's a reference. It's this. So it was just very fun getting to, go through the scripts together and just, do stuff like that. And then with Mike, it was just an absolute blast getting to work with him too, because, he's Mike Pollock. It's it's a big deal. And he still voices Eggman, which is just so cool. So getting to do, like, say, the Eggman and Tails fight scene, that was probably one of the most exciting scenes getting to do with him, just, because of what that meant. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It still legitimately blows my mind. You were able to get all of them to do it too, which is I mean, I know you're friends with a bunch of them I know you're friends with like a bunch of the cast already, but yeah, I just know, like, as someone like as particularly that like grew up with all of them. I remember that was the thing that blew me away completely when I heard it for the first time. I'm like, yo, they actually got like, they got Ryan, Jason, Pete, all these people in here. What the fuck? Let's go.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. I mean, again, most of them, or if not all of them, are friends of mine. Obviously, to get Mike, it was a little bit more complicated. We had to get Sega's permission, as you could imagine. So they were a part of the process when it came to his involvement. But yeah, everyone else, they don't voice the characters anymore. So, and we're all friends and wanted to just
you may not be able to work
create
with them
something
again,
fun.
but hey, you can still talk to them and everything. I still talk with Mike myself.
Yeah, well, we have season 2,
Exactly.
so we still have plenty to go.
Yeah, we actually had Mike on here for a past episode like a year or so ago, which I got to co-host that as well. And like I'm not gonna lie, I might have been a little starstruck, so I was like silent for a good part. I was like nervous as fuck.
We had Ian as
I
well,
totally
as well as
understand.
Bill in this season. Honestly, I even had Bill, like, he was, I think
What was that?
episode 4, it was actually episode 5, I had Bill on as a guest. Yep.
Bill Freiberger.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah, I wanted to, and I wanted so much to do that one too, but not to be a downer, I was involved in bad in 2 hours before the interview happened. Like, it would have been super dope to join in on. I mean, Chris, you and
Right.
Leah did a great job with
Alright,
that as well.
looked like Miguel chose to change up his question. They asked, have you played Sonic games? If so, what is your favorite game?
Yeah, I've definitely played Sonic games. It would be really weird if I
Right.
were making content and I didn't play Sonic games. But I
Yeah.
totally get it.
The fuck is Sonic? I'm sorry.
Right.
I'd be really going in blind,
Right.
like, like, I don't know what this is, but here we go. No, but I love Sonic, and I love a lot of its games. My favorite is Sonic
Nice.
Adventure on the Dreamcast,
Alright.
of course. Yeah.
Ooh, what are your thoughts on Princess Elise from Sonic 06? That would
Who
be
asked that
Tony.
question out of curiosity? Tony? I hate Elise. I hate her.
Me too. Don't worry.
I'm the world's biggest Elise hater.
That's fair enough. Honestly, considering
Right.
how they're written in the game.
Oh my god. Even when I was a kid, I was like, who's this girl? Because I love Son Amy so much, so I was so, like, mad when this girl came around and was trying to make moves on Amy's man,
Right.
Like, I was like, no,
really
you
got to
don't.
see Amy really get upset about that whole thing, especially since Sonic and Elise have been running around a lot.
Yeah, I found that to be interesting.
When it comes to Sonic 06, if you were to rewrite Sonic 06, what would you change from it? Aside from the obvious.
I would. Well, I wouldn't write Elise out of the game, but I would rewrite her to make her a lot more likable, if possible. I just don't like her personality, and I don't like that the relationship on them is sort of pushed so hard. I think I like the idea of more of like, yeah, it's, Sonic is making an impact on this person, but not to the point where they're kind of getting the feels for each other. Like, it's very similar to, like, I guess I would write it to be like Chris Thorndike and Sonic, where, Sonic makes a very big impact on Chris, and that's why, they care about each other and everything. But, like, obviously, there's no romance, as there shouldn't be. But, I think it would be very similar. Or, like, Helen from Sonic X as well. Like, I feel like that would be a better way of writing Elise. Again, like, it can be this thing where, Sonic's making an impact, but let's just keep the romance out of it, please.
Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to find more. Ooh.
See, Tony, you knew I didn't like Elise. You're quoting me. You're quoting me on my where I said Elise's face looked like a whale.
Here's one from our friend Triple. They ask, but out of all of the Sonic voice actors, who was your favorite and still is?
Are they actors for the character Sonic, or am I allowed to choose any?
Because I'm pretty sure you got a lot of.
Yeah, make things
any
easy.
Character?
Yeah.
Thank you. That makes it a little bit easier. For any character, my favorite voice actor. Oh man, that is actually kind of tough. Still, but it would probably actually be the Japanese voice for Tails. The current voice actress
Honestly,
for Tails.
It's still amazing
actually.
how they still
That's
got
an interesting
it.
one.
Years later, they still got it.
Yeah.
Is Ryo Hirohashi. She's very, very talented.
Yeah, I know the Japanese, like the I really like the Japanese voice actor for Sonic as well. Which
Shinichi, yes, so talented.
Yeah, it's like this man's been killing it since the first adventure game, which is
exactly
years later, 32 years later, they still got it. Oh.
Yeah, dude's been doing a fantastic job this whole time.
A lot of the Japanese folks who fans of Sonic, if they were at, you know what I mean, you know where I'm going with that, like if they were at, to suddenly pass away, it would hurt a lot of the fans.
Oh yeah, they'll like, no, as far as I'm concerned, they're immortal. Don't put that in my head.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spirit asked, I don't know if you answered this one, Spirit asked, what's one of your favorite song covers, Sonic song covers you have done so far?
Probably Believe in Myself Sleepy version. Yeah, it was like a little lullaby version. It's like a little picture of Tails like sleeping at like under a tree. I think that one's
Huh? Is the bear what? Somebody asking, is the bear huggable? What?
I think they're talking about me.
Oh, like the
because my OC is a fucking bear. Which shout out
Yep.
to my friend Cookie, who's the one that drew the render.
Alright, let's see. Tony asked, Emmy, which do you prefer, hot Cheetos or Takis? Or Takis? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Man, am I able to say neither because spicy foods make me super sick? So
Yeah.
I can't really pick either of those because either of those would cause
figured.
a very big tummy upset.
Yeah, I figured that. No, I figured that was gonna be. I figured that was gonna be your answer.
Let's see. Alright, Jamo asks, aside from gameplay, what is your favorite Sonic story, whether it's from the games, comics, movies, or shows? And that's a mouthful.
Probably the story of season 3 of Sonic X, like the whole story of season 3. I love the story that they told with the Metarex, and again, like the whole thing I was going into earlier about Cosmo's character growth. I think they did such a fantastic job on it.
Character growth as well in that one. I'm good to see him really trying to protect the person he loves.
Absolutely. Actually, it's not even that. It's really that he's growing. It's that he's already grown. You know, I think that's what I like so much is that in season 3 of Sonic X, you know, this is after he's already gone through all of these situations where he's overcome these things that he's overcome. So season 3, that's where you see him thriving the absolute most, and that's why it's one of the best depictions of Tails.
Yeah, I 100% agree on that. That's why I was always like, and I'm actually super happy you brought that up because I think that's probably like my favorite depiction of Tails in pretty much all media, just because of like that character development.
Tony wants you to say Sega as Amy.
Oh, I think he wants the Sega that I did. I actually did a little commercial recently where I screamed Sega as Amy. I don't know if I should scream though because that might upset the people who live with me.
If you guys want to see it for yourself, check it out on the channel.
Damn it! I wanted.
Jeez.
It's all good though.
Alright, let's see. Did you ever get a chance to go on the Back of the Future ride when it was still around?
I did not. I really wish I had, but I never could make it to Universal before then. Because by the time I had gone to Universal the first time in my life, it was already swapped out for the not as good Simpsons ride.
Honestly,
so I'm very disappointed about that.
Was back in California when I used to live there. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep, I was there all the way up to
I didn't know you used to live in
2013, then I
California.
moved to Arizona. Yeah, I wanted to go to a new place.
Why did you decide to move?
Considering how it feels over there, I might want to go back. It feels so much better there. Oh, I know.
Fair, it's expensive though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm waiting a couple of years, because I know I actually plan on moving to LA at some point because I know Cooper's from Louisiana, so he'll be able to agree. So he'd probably be able to test on this. This state fucking sucks. So at some point, yeah. Shout out to Cooper if he's watching right now. Because I'm in Baton Rouge, Louisiana specifically, and definitely I'm pretty much only here because I'm too broke to move. Like, give it a couple of years, I definitely know I'm planning on moving out to LA at some point, and just because, like, I'm gonna tell you, like the weather was in like the 60s or some shit while I was over there. Meanwhile, over here it's like 95 degrees at 9:45 in the evening. So I was in fucking paradise over there in comparison. Yeah.
Well, just know that type of weather is actually horribly not normal here. In fact, we went ahead and pretty much after Revolution finished wrapping up, we now are back to normal California awful weather because for the last week or so now, I would say, It's been like 85 to 90 degrees.
I think
So,
I'd rather
back
take
to,
California
suffering.
than
It's so
Arizona
great.
suffering.
Yeah, still.
Because we had to turn on my AC early because it was that
Yeah,
hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like come down like come down my neck of the woods and you'll know what I mean. It's like the seventh circle of hell down here.
Alright, ooh, here's an interesting question. Someone asked, if you were Mobian, what animal would you be?
It's kind of boring, but I would probably, like with my OC, it's just a hedgehog.
Let's see, we'll take in a few more questions since we have been serving for a long time. Let's keep, maybe take...
Raymond.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably go
okay.
brr. Okay, there we go. Let's stop buffering. Let's see. Alright, here's an interesting question. Aside from your special, what plans do you have for season 2 of the show?
I don't know if I can...
What you want to talk about?
Right. I don't know how much I'm allowed to really say,
Right.
if I'm being completely honest. But I'll try to say what I can. Expect obviously
Right.
character cameos, just like the last time. I don't know if we've already announced it or
Nice.
not, but it's another 10 episode season. So it's going to be another 10 episodes.
I'll let you
What
you
else
can
am I allowed to say?
Yeah.
Oh, here, I'll say this. Expect new characters as well. On top of pre-existing characters, we also have some new
Nice.
faces too, which is something we're really excited about.
Alrighty.
But I think that's all I
That's
can say. I don't want to
perfectly fine.
spoil
Definitely
too
don't
much.
want too much
That's fair.
spoilers.
That's yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, what? I want one voice actor to another, NDAs go burst, so I get
Jamo
that, you
asked
know.
favorite
Thank you.
non-lyrical song and Sonic song?
So that would be a
Nice.
POTUS Day
Patos.
from Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, the music there is just
Ooh.
good. I got two favorite
Yeah, it's so
songs,
good. It's so
from-
relaxing.
Yeah, non-lyrical ones from Sonic Unleashed. Apatos and Rooftop Run. That one's just good.
Oh, Begonian Night.
Let's
That's
see.
so good.
We'll take maybe one more question. You got one, Josh?
Let me see what I got. Let me open up my notes app because I know I had like a couple as like a backup. Let me see here. I guess. I guess this could. Let's see. What would you consider your biggest influences on your singing style? And I guess we could throw this for like what's your biggest influence? What you would say were your biggest inspirations for like voiceover as well?
Okay. Yeah, that's a really great question. I would say when it comes to the singing style, I don't know if you guys know the
Sounds
singing
familiar.
artist. Her name is Dodie.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I believe. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
She is a big one. Another thing is that I kind of decided to sort of come up with it, if I'm being honest. Because I kind of deal with a lot of anxiety, I need to listen to music when I go to sleep at night. And I remember there was a night in particular where I'm like, wonder if I can find anything relaxing that's Sonic related. So I tried looking around and I'm like, man, like, there's not a lot. Like, there's, maybe a piano cover or two, but like in terms of like something I could like calm down from and maybe fall asleep to, like, not a lot of options. And I realized, I've got a pretty soft singing voice. Maybe I could do that. It's not a thing, so maybe I could make it a thing. So that's what I did. I went off of the idea of, okay, I'm singing to somebody who is anxious. I'm singing to somebody who is trying to fall asleep. They're going through things in life, and I want to be something that can help calm this person down. So I sort of came up with that alone, like on my own. But then at one point I had stumbled onto Dodie, and I was like, yeah, very similar to this. Like I like the way that she sings too as well. In terms of voice acting, Amy Pallant was a very big inspiration for me. In fact, honestly, my Tails voice, it's not an Amy Pallant impression, it's my own Tails. But as a kid, when I was playing, I had a Tails plushie who was my best friend. Literally, we have friendship bracelets. Yeah. I literally took him around publicly, and I embarrassed all of my family because of it. They're like, do you have to take him? And I'm like, yep, he's my best friend. He's coming with me. And whenever I would talk as him, I was trying to, as a kid, do an impression of Amy Pallant, but it was the worst impression ever. It wasn't actually an Amy Pallant impression at all. So then when I got older, I was like, I'll try to do the same thing, right? Where I scratch up my voice and I came up with that. So technically it was 11-year-old me's attempt at Amy Pallant turned into my own thing.
I definitely got the. I mean, I know in my case, like your Tails didn't sound like nobody the first time I heard it. That's what made it refreshing to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, it reminded me of it reminded me of that. Like I got a little of I definitely could hear the Amy Pallant like influences with it, but no, there's something about it that I just thought really unique. Like I have no problem saying like out of I got love for my friend Sydney or Blue Moon 88 who does Tails with us at Revo. Plenty of other like Tails voice actors that do a phenomenal job. You're probably my personal favorite.
Oh, thank you. That really means a lot. I actually do think it is better that it's not technically an impression. I think that when doing characters, it's kind of really cool to have your own version of it, like that. I think that be kind of unique, and that's it kind of worked out that I was a terrible impressionist. So
yeah, I mean that's of course that's the beauty of voiceover. Sometimes the best voices are from shitty impressions.
Exactly. It's like I tried. Exactly.
My Knuckles voice, for example, is literally just like there's definitely influences of it from like Dan Green and Travis Willingham and all those guys, but definitely it's definitely very much like my own thing. Like literally just my voice, but in a general American accent. Like it's ridiculously easy for me to slip into for that reason. So boom, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. That is something that I even learned, where it's like, there are certain people who are like they discourage impressions completely. And there was a point where even I was like, yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Like, to be fair, if you just, I'm a voice actor, here's my 3 impressions of, the typical things you hear people do impressions of, like, let's say Kermit the Frog or Kronk. Yeah,
Mario
exactly. And at first I'm like, yeah, well, if you think about it, these people those voices already got hired. But then I heard some really cool, a cool response to that by a voice actor in the pony community. His name is Peter New. And we were friends. And I remember he responded to it saying, well, but there is benefit to it because, maybe while you're trying to do those things, you wind up inventing something that you didn't think your voice could do, and it winds up being its own unique thing. And I'm like, that's a really good point. Okay, yeah, I retract my statement. Yeah, that's okay.
Absolutely. That's that because I'm definitely the same. I'm definitely the same way. I don't consider myself that great of an impressionist, but if I got something to work with, I could make up voices all day.
This one be the final question. Someone asks, who's your favorite voice actor for Tails?
It would be the Japanese one. So Ryo Hirohashi.
Alright.
I love her.
That'll be all the questions we can answer for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had fun, Emmy.
I did. Thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you, chat, for I did. Thank you guys so much for having
Yep.
me, and thank you, chat, for tuning in and asking your questions.
Yeah, if you
Absolutely.
guys want to check out more of her content, all of her song covers she's done, make sure to check out her description. And if you guys want to become a member on her Patreon to get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming, being able to join in on her server, her Patreon link is in the description below, as well as her Twitter and her channel. Also, and please go check out my bro Josh, who helped me out with co-hosting this episode. His channel as well as Twitter is in the description as well. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time. I will keep you guys updated on the next episode. Until then, you guys have a good weekend.
Have a
See
great
y'all.
night, you guys.